Hi, welcome back to Musicians Edition Practice with Me. We are working in the Standard of Excellence, Book 1 for Alto Saxophone, and today we're on page 9. All right, so there are several new things that are coming up in our lesson here, so we'll talk about them as we see them and go along, because I like to talk about them right before we play so we don't have to remember by the time we get there. Okay, so first we have exercise number 23, Merrily We Roll Along. Now first, the book wants us to write in the note names before we play, so why don't you go ahead and write those in. And while you're writing them in, I want to send a quick reminder to hit that like button, the notification button, and the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our practices. We also have the lessons too, so I recommend checking those out too. That's for tricks, tips, and some other fun music will be coming up that I can share on the screen. Alright, if you don't have your notes in, just pause the video and finish writing them and start the video once you're done. If you have them done, let's take a look at what notes they are. Okay, so our first note is B, A, G, A, B, 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 A, A, B, D, D, then we rest. B, A, G, A, B, 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 A, B, A, G. And then we rest for 2 beats. Okay, let's take a look at what all we have going on in the song. So first, let's talk about our time signature. Do you remember the time signature? It's 4/4. We have 4 beats to the measure with the quarter note getting the beat. Okay, great. We have some breath marks written in here. So those are the things that look like the comma or the apostrophe above the staff. And then we have a new thing. It's called a repeat. So take a look at the end of the song. We have the 2 bars with the dots. That's a repeat sign. Now, right now, it says to repeat to the beginning. That's just what it even says on the book. But just for future reference, if it has like the opposite marks, so like 2 bars like this and then the dot and the dot, that's where you go to. But we're not there yet, so we won't worry about it. So, repeat from the beginning. Okay, I think everything else we should know. If you don't remember your notes, pause the video. Either go back to some of the previous lessons or just take a look back in your book. Don't forget the thumb trick where we just kind of roll the thumb back and forth between the button and the key. All right, let's play this, why don't we? And I'm still going to give the 4 beat count off. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job! Did you remember to repeat? Did you repeat from the beginning? Excellent! Let's play it again, also with the repeat again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Remember to breathe from the diaphragm, and we should be tawing all these notes. Ta, ta, ta. ta, 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 ta. Just don't use your voice when you're tawing. Okay, let's play it one more time for good luck. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, let's take a look at our next exercise, exercise 24. Lightly row duet. Now, a duet is when we play different parts on the same song. A duet means two. So either could be two saxophones, it could be a saxophone and clarinet, whatever. You just have two people playing together. One usually has the harmony, one usually has the melody. So it's usually the top part that usually has the melody, not always though. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have going on. So on the top one, part A, our time signature says 4/4, right? Now if we look at our bottom one, it has a C. Now what does the C mean? It means common time. It's the same thing as 4/4, it's just written in a different way. Okay, we have breath marks on both parts. And then let's see what else we have. When you look at the last measure, the dot with the curve above it. Funny enough, because I'm wearing the same shirt, this symbol. We see this symbol, right? That is a fermata. A fermata means to hold it out until the director, or if you were just playing with only two people and not a director, until the top person cuts you off. So if you're in the band, a cutoff looks like this. That is a cutoff. Or it could even be like this. Either way, I know it mainly like this, closing the C. If it's just in two people, your first person usually kind of knots, and then when they kind of do this with their saxophone to cut you off. So that's how you'll know if you're on the second part. Okay, so I think that's all that we need to really discuss on this part. So I guess what we'll do is we're both going to play top part A together. And you're going to have to kind of watch for me to cut off. Now, it's hard to see my saxophone do this, so I'm going to make it a little drastic. I'm going to do like this, okay? Just so you can see it. All right, let's give this a try. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little hard to hold my tone there while I'm making that big of a motion, so you'll have to excuse if I'm squeaking during the cutoff. My bad. I'll try harder to keep my embouchure tight. Okay, how did you do on that? Did you breathe where the breath marks were? Did you hold out the fermata until I tried to cut us off? Great, let's do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, that was better. I didn't have the squeak on that one. Did you hold out the note until I cut us off? Great, let's do this one more time because we really want to be comfortable with it when it comes time to us doing different parts. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. So if you're not feeling comfortable with that part and still need to work on it, pause the video and make sure you work on this before you move on to part B. Okay, if you do have it down though, let's take a look at the other part. So the first thing I do when I'm looking at a duet is I want to know what to be prepared for. So the first thing I look for is to see if our rhythm is the same. The rhythm is what the note value is. So that's the 2 quarters, the half note, 2 quarters, half note. So let's take a moment to look through our music and see if our rhythm is the same. And it looks like it is. All the quarters are the same, the half notes are the same, even the breath marks are the same. And of course, the fermata is also the same, so we're still gonna wanna cut off together. All right, let's play part B. The only thing that's different are the actual notes themselves. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. How was that? See how it's just lower notes and just a little different? Great. Let's play it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, just to make sure we get real comfortable with it, let's play it one more time. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeaked a little on that once again for the cutoff. Okay, this time what we're gonna do is we're gonna play separate parts. Unless you're not feeling comfortable with part B, pause the video and make sure you have that down, because now we're gonna play the different parts together. So you wanna make sure you feel comfortable with the part you're playing. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. You are going to play part A. I am going to play part B. Now, we should be on the same when it comes to rhythm, and we should still end together. Watch for my cutoff, even if I happen to squeak during the cutoff. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Did you hold the fermata out? How cool is it that we played different parts, but it sounded really well in tune together? Neat, huh? Okay, let's swap parts this time. This time you play part B, I'll play part A. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. How fun, right? Which part did you enjoy more, A or B? Let me know in the comments. All right, let's move on to our exercise number 25, one step at a time. Okay, so first the book wants us to write in the counting and clap the rhythm before we play. So go ahead and take a moment to write in the rhythm, and then we're going to talk about it out loud, and then we're going to clap it together, and then we're going to play. So take a moment to write those counts in. Feels like we're going so far so fast. I hope you're practicing though. The more you practice, the faster you'll learn, the further you'll get. It's no joke when they say practice makes perfect. I know it sounds silly and that it might be a myth, but I tell you, it's not. Practice, practice, practice. All right, if you don't have your counts written all the way in, just pause the video until you do. If you do have them written in, let's talk about what they are. All right, so just taking a look at our first measure, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, because they're all quarter notes. Then the second measure is 1, 2, then we're resting for 2. And then it's all quarter notes, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 1, 2, then rest for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, until the director cuts us off. All right, let's clap this now. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Until the director cuts us off. So, when it comes to our clapping our rhythms, a good trick to do, just so we don't get confused when we're clapping and with our rhythms, if we have something we're holding onto, so like the half note or a whole note, just hold your hands together like this. 1, 2, and then when you have rests, take your hands apart like this. 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. That way you know when you're playing and should be resting. It really helps. Okay, why don't we take time to practice this now? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Okay, why don't we do this again? I started that kind of fast, so I'm gonna take it a little bit slower. That was my bad. I just get excited sometimes and I like to play fast. Okay, so slowing it down, let's play it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. How was that? A little better? Great. Okay, let's play it one more time. And maybe kind of we'll do a medium speed between the first speed and the last speed we just did. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Okay, let's take a look at our next exercise, number 26, Good King and Wenceslas. All right, so now we're going to learn about the solo, soli, and the tutti. All right, so solo means one person plays, right? So a lot of people play solos, and that would be like the one saxophone playing with the rest of the band, but the band has like backtracking and you're just up there rocking it. You have the melody on your own. Soli means the whole section plays. So that means if I'm rocking my solo, there's going to be a part where just all the saxophones come in. That would be soli. Tutti would be everyone plays. So even if we just look, maybe it's just you, solo, only you, out loud. Soli, all the saxophones play. Tutti, saxophones, trombones, flutes, everybody plays. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Since it's just me and you right now, and we're both playing saxophones, we're gonna just treat this as it's solo instead of soli, okay? So when it says soli, so when it says solo, soli, we're just gonna do solo. Okay, so that means it's gonna start off with solo, and then tutti will be where we both play. So for our round one, for first time looking at this, let's do this both together so we know what it sounds like. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, so now that we know what the song sounds like, now we just have to pay attention to when we come in. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to play the solo and the tutti parts. You're going to come in where it just says tutti, so don't play where it says solo, soli. All right? You'll just have to count it out and follow along. That way you know when to come in. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, how'd you do? Did you only come in where it says tutti and you stopped playing where it said solo? Great. All right, let's switch parts now. So now you're going to play where it says solo. You're going to continue playing for tutti. I'm going to come in where it says tutti and I'm going to stop where it says solo. You keep playing though. You're going to play the whole thing. All right, and I'm going to just count along. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Did that clear up any confusion you may have about solo and soli and tutti? If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. I'm here to help. Okay, let's take a look at exercise 27, Song of the Fjords. I think that's how you say that. Okay, so this is going to be the same thing with our solos and tuttis. So we're going to just pretend like they're solos only. All right, so this round, let's play together. Both of us, the whole song, just so we know what it sounds like. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Okay, so now let's break this up into solo and tuttis. So let's do the same thing. I'm going to do solo and tutti. You're going to come in for tutti only. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Did you only come in for tutti and play for just tutti? Great. Okay, let's swap it now. So now you are going to play both solo and tutti. So play the whole entire song. And I'm going to count just the parts I'm supposed to and come in when I'm just supposed to. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, let's take a look at our exercise number 28. There's no name to this, and the composer is you. All right, so we need to fill in the rest of the measures using the given rhythms and the notes we know. So go ahead and then title your song, and then we're going to play our part. So take a moment to just write in some notes. It wants you to do 4 quarter notes and a whole note, but you can write in any note you want as long as we've already learned it. Okay, if you have your notes written in, let's move on. If you don't, pause the video, finish it, and then start the video again. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I don't want our last 2 measures to clash because I don't know what you wrote. And, I could just tell what I wrote, but we might clash pretty bad and that might throw you off. So I'm going to play just the parts where it's written. I want you to continue on to your last 2 measures that you wrote in. Okay, let's play, shall we? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job! That probably sounded awesome. I wish I was there with you so I could hear it. All right, let's do this again though, shall we? And I'm gonna do the same thing. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome possum. All right, let's play it one more time for good luck. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Okay, so something that I missed on the very top, so exercise 23. First off, we have an achievement. Now I try to look over our achievements so we know what we worked on and what we learned. So let's take a moment to look at our achievement now. That is on page 47. And what was that? That was exercise 23. So we took care of notes, rhythms, and repeats. That we did. So we went through all the notes we've learned. We learned the repeat, and we have the rhythm down. Also, then it says it's telling us to go to page 39 because we have extra practices, and sometimes it's annoying, I know, especially when you're kind of in a hurry. But this is a true practice, rehearsal. If this was one-on-one lesson, I'd still want you to do this. So let's go ahead and do this. So page 39, 23A. This is the slur. Remember, the slurs are on different notes. So let's just play 23A. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I personally like slurs a lot better on saxophone, particularly. I feel like my tone is better. You may not feel that way, that's okay. When it comes to our slurs and practicing our slurs, you can really tell if your fingers are moving at the same time though. When we tongue, we have just enough time for a delay and for no one to hear it. But with slurs, you can't really get away with it. So this is important to practice. All right, let's play it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. I'm sure you can hear the difference in my confidence when it comes to playing slurred versus Todd notes. That's okay. We will always have something to improve on. So for me, it's just the confidence with actually tonguing it out. All right, let's play this exercise one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. All right, let's take a look at exercise 23B. It's going to be the same thing. It's just different notes. So we're still 4/4, still slurring, still have the same breath marks, still have the same rhythm. It's just different notes. Kind of like how our duet was. All right, let's just play though, shall we? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. How'd you do with the slurs of C to D? That one might need a little practice. That one took me a while to practice, but I pretty well have it down now. But just remember, the more you practice it, the faster you'll get it. So, you can just start off slowly. This one also is a little bit harder because we have to tighten up our embouchure a little bit between C and D. So that one might need practice. Okay, let's try this again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. How'd you feel that time? A little better? It's okay if you're not. Take your time to really get things down. Let's play it one more time before we move on. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. All right, let's get back to our regularly programmed lesson here, or practice. I guess this is more of what it is. We are on page 9, and the exercise we're doing is 29. Go for excellence. And you should go for excellence because we're excellent. All right, so we're still in common time for 4. And we have the fermata at the end, so watch for the cutoff. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, great job. How'd you do? For some reason, I wanted to just keep holding that whole note out in measure 4. so I might have been a little laggy. Let's play it again though. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. That was a little better, wasn't it? Let's play it one more time for good luck. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, so we earned an achievement on this one, so before I let you go, let's take a look at the earned achievement. Also, I hope you were back to tonguing on that exercise because it's not slurred because we didn't have the lines. Okay, exercise 29, where is it? Man, let's see. How is this even organized? I don't even know. Oh, it's right after 23, right underneath it. Okay, we got notes, rhythms, and the fermata. So, great job on working on all these things. Keep up the great work. Keep on practicing it. We're going to be pros in no time. All right, thanks for joining me, and until next time.